Welcome to the instructional video for CTK Biotech's R0182C COVID-19 antigen rapid test. Today we will go over the test procedure, then highlight some tips to ensure proper procedure. If your test kit is stored in the refrigerator, make sure to remove the test kit from the refrigerator beforehand and allow it to come to room temperature. Let's take a look at the contents of the test kit. Our kit contains 1 instructions for use, swabs, 2 bottles of sample extraction buffer, sample extraction tubes, nozzles, a tube rack, and individually sealed foil pouches. In addition, you will need a timer, which is not included in the test kit. Let's begin the test. Collect the sample using the swab provided in the test kit. Fill the sample extraction tube with 300 microliters of buffer, approximately 9 to 10 drops, not to exceed the buffer line, as shown. Keep the tube upright using the provided sample extraction tube rack. Insert the swab into the extraction buffer in the tube. Swirl the swab at least 5 times. Squeeze the tube against the submerged swab several times to facilitate extraction of the specimen. Remove and discard the swab in a safe manner. Attach the nozzle into the sample extraction tube containing the extracted sample. The extracted specimen in the tube is now ready for testing. Before utilizing the test cassette, make sure to check the expiration date. Do not use an expired test cassette. Open the pouch and remove the test cassette, placing it on a clean, flat surface. Label the cassette with the sample ID number. Invert the tube and add 3 drops, approximately 80 to 90 microliters, of the extracted sample into the sample well by gently squeezing the tube. Set the timer for 15 minutes. Read the results at 15 to 20 minutes. Results read after 20 minutes should be considered invalid. As mentioned before, please pay attention to these tips to ensure proper procedure. Make sure that the test cassettes and components are at room temperature prior to testing. Before utilizing the test cassette, make sure to check the expiration date. Do not use an expired test cassette. Remember, test samples as soon as possible after collecting. If not tested immediately, specimens extracted from the swab can be stored at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius for up to 8 hours before testing. Do not exceed the line when dispensing buffer to the extraction tube. Make sure that when dispensing the extracted sample that the tube is held vertically. Make sure not to overload the sample well. Make sure to read the results after 15 minutes but before 20 minutes. Results after 20 minutes should be considered invalid. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you have any additional questions or concerns, please reach out to us via email at tech@ctkbiotech.com.